want to talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that?
Oh.
Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that? Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
How about now? Can y'all hear me now? All right, cool. So y'all can hear me now. Let me make sure everything else is set up. Give me a second. Uh, all right, so y'all can hear me fine now. Everything's oh my gosh. I was supposed to have like a little. I don't know where my. And I'm not seeing my chat box. Anyway, all right. So we got sound now. We are chatting away. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Uh, it won't be a long little deal here. Just going to talk about a couple little things and then do a. This is basically. I need this. Oh yeah, cheers to all the people who worked hard this week, who worked hard all year long, and hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. But I need this right now. But basically, I was trying some new software here, and because my goal is to do multi-streaming from YouTube and Facebook. But when I tried the get on Facebook, even though I set up I schedule one, I set it up and everything, it screwed up on me. It said I didn't set it up or anything. So it was like, okay, let me go ahead exit that out. Just keep with Face or YouTube tonight, and everything will be hunky dory. And of course, it started off with a bang, but then we then we got glitchy. We got um, everything else. So anyway, like I said, hopefully everybody had a good, safe Christmas, and Santa Claus was good to all you boys and girls out there. Uh, right now, we're going to talk some wrestling. Unfortunately, got going to start off with some sad news. If you uh, did see that a little earlier, um, oh, mm, hold on 1 second. Everything, there we go. I'm just going to put that. Whoops, wrong one. Uh, Jack Stain, he passed away on Christmas Day. Uh, did get to see him live when a few years ago. Before Billy Corbin took it over, there was another guy. Let me go ahead and since we're wasting a lot of time anyway, I probably lost a few people on this live stream thanks to being a fuck up. Let's see. Crap. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. Before our Bruce Tharp took it over in 2012, yeah, him and David Balcom, uh, they had it, or yeah, them two. David Balcom had it for a year, then, or he was the president for like a year. Then our Bruce Tharp bought it and pretty much didn't do much with it. Um, a lot of people left, but before that, uh, there was they it was basically independent promotions that use the NWA, you know, logo and stuff like that. I went to events in Cornelia, Georgia. That was NWA Wildside. Then it turned to NWA Anarchy. And when this, I think it was when Robert or David took over, um, then everybody kind of like pulled the name out. I think it was uh, a lot of political stuff, I guess. He was wanting an ungodly amount of money and stuff like that, and everybody kind of pulled out. But anyway, before that, uh, Jack Stain was a world champion there. So was Tim Storm. I believe he was a world champion at that time. But on YouTube, they had NWA Hollywood, which was kind of the studio setup like NWA Power was. Uh, but got to see a lot of upstarts there. You got to see, of course, Jack Stain. Got to see the Young Bucks for the first time. Um, Adam Pearce was a world champion at the time, and I seen him. I think I also see him in a tag team on Ring of Honor one time. And these guys, or I think it was on that NWA Hollywood. I forgot who his partner's name was. Might have been Crimson. Um, but those two guys, they looked very impressive. Then next time I seen Jack Staines mentioned, it was he was NWA World Champion, and then of course when NWA Power came out, he was a star there, and dude, dude was a beast, man. Pretty good, and I thought especially person of his stature, big guy, big tough guy. I'm like, God dang, Bill Watson, Ole Anderson could have really liked this guy, and dude can work. Or I hate to say that. Dude can wrestle pretty good. I'm not a wrestler. I try not to use those insider words, but except for Hill and Babyface, those are easy to uh, get to. But uh, Jax, he started his career in, oh crap, where's my notes? There we go. Are you really me? He was actually born March 10th, 1976. Man, that really hurts right there. The guy is same age as I am. 6'4", 310 pounds. Was trained by Tom Pritchard, Rip Rogers, and Nick Dinsmore, and Rob Conway. I do believe the Iron Gods was him, and yeah, here it is, Rob Conway. They wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Made his debut in 2009. So I guess when he started, okay, it might have been Raymond Rowe, who is Eric now. And of course, Eric was a lot better shape at that time. Sorry about that. Everything's going off right now. Let me cut this off, which I'll have to cut back on in a minute. Uh, Unfortunately, he left behind a wife and I believe an adopted daughter as well. Uh, Died from complications from a heart attack suffered in November. Um, Survived by his wife Evelinda. I hope I didn't. And a stepson Nicholas. Let's see. Let's go through his. Sorry, I'm all distraught. Um, let's see. He's a former NWA World Champion, a two-time national champion, former World Tag Team Champion, North American Champion, Texas Heavyweight Champion, and won the NWA Series tournament with da, 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 Trevor Murdoch, Genocide, the Masked Mystery Man, and Colby Carino. That was just in 2001 or 2021, excuse me. Um, Also was a Smoky Mountain Cup champion. Uh, And of course, the NWA National Wrestling Alliance had this say: we at the National Wrestling Alliance extend our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and all who touched by his spirit. Should the family choose to share details about the funeral arrangements, the NWA will ensure this information is made available to the public as soon as it is received. But yeah, I thought he was especially when I first saw him, man. I thought he had huge potential. Uh, kind of a throwback, that a little bit of that old school ground pound, slams and stuff like that. But he can move real good for a big guy like he was. And like I said, when I first saw him, I was like, because I was kind of going. Reason I found that NWA Hollywood, because I was going through definitely an old school wrestling kick. Um, uh, so that's how I found that NWA Hollywood and seeing him on there. So the first thing I thought about was like, damn, Bill Watts would have used him good back in the day. Uh, so condolences to the friends and family of Jack Stain. Uh, like I said, me and him was the same age, so that kind of hits, kind of makes you think about stuff a little bit. And here I am drinking a beer. Guess I don't think about it too much. But anyway, crap. See, I don't like it because that throws. Oh, yeah, I'll put the chat right there and try to go back and forth. So if you see me doing this like this, again, this thing's supposed to have my chat there, but for some reason it don't. Um, test widgets. Don't want to test it. Oh shoot! Sorry, I'm pushing everything, every kind of button in the world. Like I said, please be a little patient with me. I'm doing using this it's Streamlabs. So if anybody out there has used Streamlabs, let me know if I need to take this thing off and uh, take it off my computer and uh, go back to the old drawing board. But supposedly I'm supposed to be able to simulcast, especially if you pay for it, which I've only paid for it for a month. Um, Thanks to a couple of other people I know gave me some gift cards, so I thought, hey, let me try it. Anyway, let's get the show back on the road. But like I said, rest in peace, Jack Stain. This Saturday we got a pay-per-view, AEW World's End. I forgot where it's taking place at. Oh, wrong button. Right button. Oh yeah, takes place at the additional Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. Sorry, I missed a couple weeks of AEW. Apologize about that. I will actually be checking out this pay per view though Saturday, so might do a video on. Can y'all hear me still? Uh, but like we always do on pay per views, we'll take a look at it. Coming straight out of Bogart, Georgia. Nah, it's in Orlando. Oh, I see the chat thing now, and it went away. Oh, okay, so I gotta see it quickly, or it goes away. I put over here. No, I can't put over there. Son of a bee sting. But no, it's in Orlando, Florida. But I think they are going to start doing smaller arenas. Doing a small when they come to Athens, Georgia. It's going to be in a kind of it's going to be in Athens, Georgia. It's got Athens address and everything. It's not like when it was in Duluth. They kept saying it was Atlanta. But anyway, these matches are not in no particular order. Right now I got 8 matches listed. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more plus the 0 hour matches. Yeah, wasn't that when they had the Hammerstein Ballroom? I know they was there for Collision. But, anyway, let's get going here. One of the matches is uh, I could again I can care less about this tournament, but here we go. Continental Classic semi-final here. Um, it will be Kyle Fletcher going against Will Ospreay. Um, Kyle won the first match. It's a pay per view. I'll go with Will Ospreay on this one. That kind of makes sense. The other semifinal match for the Continental Classic is the Continental Classic champion who has a belt and everything. It's Okada versus Ricochet. Gonna go with Okada on this one. That way, I'm thinking. This is the way I'm thinking. Um, it's a pay per view. People paying money. What would you want to see? Would you want to see a Kyle Fletcher versus Ricochet? Be good, but not right now. Kyle Fletcher versus Okada. Be great, not right now. What's another match that the fanboys really want to see in the United States? Will Ospreay and Okada. So this does make sense. So I think in the finals it will be Will Ospreay versus Okada. I hope this is not a every year tournament. Um, but uh, Will Ospreay versus Okada. Uh, Go Will Ospreay. Why not? Uh, Now, like I said, I have very little interest in this tournament because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, don't they already have a excuse me? Don't they already have a Continental Classic champion, which is Okada? I think he defended what handful of times, and now they're having a tournament again, and he's in it, and all that good stuff. It's like, okay, it's a little ridiculous, but I will say Osprey goes out, defeats Fletcher, which should be another good match. Okada versus Ricochet should be a good match. Will Osprey Okada, good money match. So uh, if I was doing it, that's the way I would do it. All right, and we got another waste of jewelry here. Let's see, MJF versus Adam Cole. This is a singles match for the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring. Ever since this thing was or brought into the picture, MJF's won it every year. They have a Dynamite Battle Royal. Last two people in a match, and then whoever faces the previous winner every year has been MJF. MJF won the inaugural one and has successfully defended every year. I would hope MJF wins, and I'm almost making a prediction that Matt Taven and Mike Bennett probably turns against Adam Cole in this match for some strange reason. I can almost see that, but um, it's probably looks a little too obvious. Not sure why they're there, since Adam Cole's supposed to be the babyface in this match. Whatever. Uh, anyway, I hope MJF wins this one. Takes that ring, say, look, I'm only been using this as a foreign object. I ain't defending this crap again. Toss it in the trash, toss it in the crowd, and say how worthless it is. Because retired the diamond ring also. It. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like a yearly thing. This has turned to be like the bunkhouse stampede with Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes. They had 3 years. Dusty won it all 3 years, and uh, except for he didn't use a big boot for a an object that he would knock people out with. Um, but that's basically all he used. MJF used that ring for is to knock people out, cheating matches. Um, it's like, dude, just go get a pair of brass knucks or a chain, good old fashioned chain. Hit somebody, put it back in your panties, go about your business. That's that's why that's why I think. But but yeah, unless it'd be one of those if they had maybe different people already won it a couple, or I don't mind a multiple champion, but do we have to have the same person win year after year after year? I'm not, multiple people, and whoever has that diamond ring maybe gets a shot at the world title or something. I don't know. But again, it's another one of those things. It's just who cares? I don't care. Maybe somebody out there cares. I'm not one of them. I'm definitely not one of them. But should be a decent little match here. Let's, let's see. Next up for the TBS Championship, it is Mercedes Moné, the champion, going against Chris Statlander. They are billing this Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander 2. And this is for the championship. Man, okay, this prediction might be wrong, but I'm going to put my stamp on this prediction. Chris Statlander wins. Uh, she becomes the first person in AEW that defeats Mercedes Moné. Uh, yes, put my stamp. Because they're already building this as a 2 that will make reason to have a third rubber match in this series or in this rivalry. And Mercedes can win it back in the third one, or this officially put Chris Statlander over, and maybe Monet gets in a World Women's Championship picture. But yeah, bold prediction. Now I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong, but it just feels right. World's end of the year. Mercedes has not been beat, so therefore, and this is like I said, the second time they faced each other. Why not? Uh, why not have Chris Statlander win? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. Now for another championship match here, we have for the AEW International Championship. Kensuke Tashida versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Um, mm, Probably not the best match on the card. Definitely going to see how good Takeshita is, because I'm pretty high on him. Powerhouse Hobbs, he's a promising guy. Uh, Big dude, could be a big, you know. He's not going to do moonsaults. He's not going to do dives. He's just going to slap people around and power bomb, spine buster, whatever power moves, because he's a powerhouse. Uh, Still needs a little more seasoning, I think. Um, but not to not to go off on the tangent about AEW, but they're not very good at training wrestlers. Does that sound great? Sound right? Uh, or trying to help these guys learn to be better, um, more repetition. But I think Powerhouse could be a star somewhere. Might not be AEW. Might not be WWE. There's TNA there. TNA kind of lingers around, but I'm going with Tuxedo on this one. I don't see any reason to switch the title yet. Maybe if he, has a great match here, gets the crowd behind him pretty good. Maybe I just hate they kind of throwing him in there right now, but and he just got back. I don't think he's had that many matches back. Um, but because don't want to see him going the way of Wardlow. Kind of okay. You got a title match here. You're gonna lose. Uh, but he might lose against Takeshita. Nothing wrong with that. About the same height. Of course, Powerhouse is a lot bigger than he is. But maybe if he has a good showing, gets the crowd to support him, maybe down the road, um, he will be a champion of some sort. Maybe a TBS champion. Depends. Because I'm kind of hearing they're going to really do a split roster. Have Dynamite have one half the roster, and Collision have the other half. And forgot how I think the international belt is going to be the number one belt on Collision. Uh, is he that one? I think the women's world championship. Um, the trios. What else? I want to say the TBS or the TNT championship be on Collision. I could be wrong about that one. But either way, it's going to be kind of a split roster. All right. For the AEW Women's World Championship, this is a Tijuana street fight. Mariah May against Thunder Rosa. Tony Storm just came back. She's doing the amnesia angle. This this can go either way. Um, I don't know. It seems kind of a little rushed. No real build up to it. So I think Mariah May is going to win this one. This is going to be basically a dynamite uh, type match. The match could have been on Dynamite. Basically, what I'm saying. Because they've really not really pushed Thunder Rosa that much. The most I've seen her with a couple when Tony Storm came back, uh, she was holding up signs saying Mariah May is not my champion. Uh, then turn it to the WTF sign when Tony Storm came out. But I think Mariah May prevails on this one. I could easily see Tony Storm interfering, helping Thunder Rosa win. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what these fools think? And of course, I believe this might be the main event for the AEW World Championship. It is the champion John Moxley going against Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White in a fatal four-way match. This should be a good one. Kind of a clusterfuck. Maybe not too much of a clusterfuck, but yeah. think John Moxley's prevailing here. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I don't see why they kind of having this thing, and don't see why they need to take the championship off Moxley. Um, Maybe trying to continue having a story here. Um, Not sure. If yeah, this it'll be a good match. Um, will this be the debut of Shane McMahon or the Howard or you know whoever they're working for? Yeah, I mean, I believe this should be the. I think it might be the main event. Um, because you know the Death Rider's going to come help out. Uh, or maybe. Oh, it would totally kill this whole program here if Tony Khan comes out and says, "Nope, I'm the it's me all along. I'm here to run run the crap out of here and get my company back into good shape here." Yeah, I mean Jay White just having him in the match show. Yeah, like you said, it's always a plus. You can't go no wrong with him in it. Um, I mean Adam Page is okay, just not a fan of his. Cassie, he's pretty good. I can see him getting his ass kicked most of this match. Um, Darby's going to be the big ending. Could be because he's been chasing after him and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I was surprised that wasn't going to be the. I thought Darby would have been the next victim of John Moxley, um, but now they decided to go with a four-way here. Be interested to see how it goes, but yeah, I definitely think John Moxley's going to win or hold it here. Uh, Maybe with the World's End. If there's somebody pulling the strings of the Death Riders, we might get that here. It would make sense. Last pay per view of the year. It's called World's End, so another nail in the coffin of the AEW, maybe. Uh, but we should see. I mean, like I said, I treat uh, AEW storylines like I do uh, Disney Star Wars. No faith at all. There's no have no faith of all and none of it. But just like we did with what was that show? Crap, forgot the name of the show. What was that show's name? Mandalorian. Didn't he? After the three bad, kind of crappy movies, gave Mandalorian a try. First two seasons, pretty darn good. Faith is almost restored, and now they came out with that other crap and not too good. Uh, and now nobody has faith in Disney Star Wars. Barely have faith in Disney Marvel anymore. But like I said, it looks like pretty good card. I mean, nothing wrong with it. Not too many matches. I mean, you got what? As far as the main show, yeah, you got basically 8 matches. Eight, yep. Um, I mean, even I have no just a whole Dynamite Diamond Ring thing. I don't have any interest in the MJF Adam Cole feud. I think we were done with that from the get go. When they didn't show, when they weren't on TV for most of the year, then they switched, places. Adam Cole switched from heel to babyface, but got kicked in the nuts when MJF came back. Whatever. I done went through all that, and that's why I have no faith in um, AEW storylines. But hey, things can change. You know, um, the last pay per view was pretty decent. Uh, last few dynamites, not totally bad. Like I said, I missed the last couple weeks, so but the other ones before that weren't bad. Um, yeah, I don't. Who was that jackass who? I think it was on Twitter. Who said if you had Big Boom and Roman Reigns in the street, and people, and say, hey, go get your, stand in line for this, Big Boom, stand in line with Roman Reigns, Big Boom will get more autographs. I didn't even know who he was till AEW. I mean, I think he's just a indie guy from New Jersey who had one match in AEW, I think. Um, but yeah, this he's not that he got a great reaction in New Jersey. I'm pretty sure if I was a scrub wrestler, but kind of people like me a little bit in the Indies, I would get a big pop in Atlanta. If I mean, see, I would say AR Fox, but AR Fox is 100 times better than AJ Boone. Yeah, the Costco guys from Twitter. See, I don't know who the Costco guys were. Do they work at Costco? Are they Costco customers? Um, are they managers at Costco? Stockholders at Costco? Who cares? As long as that one kid, like I said, never in my life have I seen a kid say nothing and annoy the out of me. Just doing that. So what the fuck is that? It was watching my buddy. We were both annoyed by that shit. Every time the camera went on him, he was doing like this, like he was voguing and telling everybody shut up. I guess that's what it was. I have no idea. I guess that's what they do in Costco in New Jersey. Oh, they okay. The customers at Costco just like, is that all it takes? Am I? I could be the Publix guy. Let me just shoot videos of me shopping in Publix. Because I can see I'm working up in Duncan, South Carolina. There is a Costco. Um, there's a Publix down the road from me, or down the road from the site and the hotel I'm staying at. Yeah, but that kid wasn't annoying. He just sit there and look goofy. That's it. Probably was the same age though. That's part of the reason that annoyed me. But that the little Costco kid voguing and tell everybody shut. I guess it was, I don't know. But I guess that's why I'll try to do that. I'll start shopping Publix, and since I'm a wrestling fan, I'll go by the fruit aisle, give a cantaloupe a pile driver, banana DDT. You know, Oh, and y'all know. I mean, if anybody knows me, knows how much I love tomatoes. Just take about six uh, tomato. Did I say potatoes or tomatoes? Did I say potato? Anybody knows me knows how much I love tomatoes, which is I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pansino's kid didn't. He just sat there and just smiled on TV. But yeah, the one the one kid was just stroking his face, and I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess at least he wasn't stroking something else on live TV. Um, but yeah, that kid was fucking annoying. But yeah, I guess that's why I'll try. I'll be the Publix guy. I get some tomatoes, put them on the floor, give it the Finn Balor's finisher, the coup de grace. Yeah, there we go. S- Stomp on, say ketchup, mother, or I'll put some spices on it. Say there's your ragu spaghetti sauce for tonight, customers. I mean, is that what they did? Just walk around Costco and being customers? I don't know. It's like there's a lot of there's a lot of housewives or there's a lot of married couples out there who has large families who shops at Costco a lot. They're pretty ticked off. It's like, God dang, I could have damn filmed myself at Costco and be. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're making a living. Whoops. Um, but yeah, no. Um, because Roman Reigns just looks like a freaking star. I mean, you got. I mean, not to sound gay or anything, but not that there's anything wrong with it. But trust me, more, uh, more wrestling fans, of course, will go see, even come or not, because he just looks like a fucking star. You don't know what kind of star Roman Reigns is. You might not know what kind of star Roman Reigns is, but he might be to guys. He might look like a big action star. They go into his line. Women are going to flock to his line. So that even with this normal non-wrestling fans, that argument is thrown way out. It's like, oh, I seen y'all at Costco, but this guy looks like a star. I see y'all next week at Costco. That's what they'd probably say. Um, but yeah, this no, ain't happening. Ain't happening. Oh, anyway, but yeah, I don't. I'm not sure about the um 0 hour matches or anything like that. But like I said, it looks a good card. I mean, Thunder Rosa is pretty good. I mean, she was one of the ones I liked watching on NWA Power back when it first started and went downhill after COVID. Um, but yeah, I mean, I mean, stamp that out. Bold prediction: Chris Statlander wins the TBS championship. All right. Yes, maybe now you can hear me. But yeah, if you're in the chat, whenever you're ready to push play, let me know. I've got to set up the audio on this scene. Yeah, remind me when I share it on social media. I'm not even gonna try, you know, um, how should I put it? I'm not gonna put hey, check out this great episode of, fuck that. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put, here's this one. Here's a new video. Leave it at that. Oh my God. Not a good live stream tonight. All right. So we ready? Let's see here. Let me get ready again. And oops. You're just gonna have to hear me on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push. Play. Now. Now, hopefully, I won't get copyright written. Hopefully, basically, you know what I need to do? You know, so you can go ahead and see why I was intrigued by just the first match alone. So yeah, at this time, as you can see, you had 3 men as a Midnight Express, and they did the freeboard rule. Anytime they had belts, they would say any two of the three would be the one defending it, and they did a pretty good job kind of selling that stuff. They each, came in with their robes or jackets and took them off as, they're getting ready to wrestle. Uh, then kind of got in the corner, said which two of the three is going to go at it. And of course, a lot of history between these two, Dennis Condrey and a young Ricky Morton. Of course, Ricky Morton is the father or the son of Paul Morton, who is a longtime referee for Memphis, former wrestler as well. Tom Maley, not quite sure about his career. So yes, and if you were watching wrestling, I guess 87, 88, when the uh, Dennis Condrey left Crockett disappeared, got replaced by Stan Lane. Then all of a sudden you switch to AWA or something like that, and seeing Dennis Condrey teaming up with Randy Rose as the original Midnight Express. Well, that was because they were the original Midnight Express. Then when they came to NWA, they feuded with the, I guess, Midnight Express, Stan Lane, Bob Eaton. Tom Haley, let's see what Tom Haley has. I got a feeling Tom Haley's gonna get his he's gonna get his tail kicked here, but I could be wrong. What the hell? Tom Haley got a little bit of spunk on him. That didn't sound right. Tom Haley is a little spunky. That's it. A little wiry. Yeah, I got a feeling Randy Rose is trying to tell his kid, hey, calm down. Ah, dang. um, Tom Haley's not cooperating too well, is he, boys and girls? But yet, that's the original Midnights. Norville Austin. So I'm trying to adjust things here so I can watch and look at the chat too. Yeah, Dennis Contrary, I must have fuck it, tag Ricky in. Yeah, so we'll sell for Ricky Morton because we can see in the future. In the future, he's going to be a member of the Rock and Roll Express. Now, Randy Rose won that equation, but Dennis Condrey's like, hey, me and this other guy named Bobby Eaton, we're going to have this little loudmouth manager named Jim Cornette, and us and the Rock and Roll Express going to make some money. Yeah, I was surprised he ain't getting he probably got a little more than an earful. Surprised he didn't get a all right. We're gonna see Ricky Morton does what he does best. Oop. they're like, oh God, don't tag this little buzz nut in. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think that one jab there, it might have been a little stiff, and after that, it's like, look, kid, your night's over. Yeah, I think I think that one punch there was that one punch with Randy Rose. I think where he held his that melee guy kind of, it's not too clear, but he kind of held his eye there a little bit. Like that one, I think that one was not snug enough to knock him out, but snug enough to go, hey, you sell. I won't give you the worst kick in the world. You sell it like I'm, you're about to throw up, and you're about to get pinned. Speaking of Bobby Eaton, there's a young Bobby Eaton right there. And that is a very young Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart now barely shows it. I mean, depends on where he's at. He barely shows his age. Yeah, Bobby and come on, it's the Iranian and Cuban assassin. Like I said, I just discussed the history, and there he is, Bobby and Stan Lane. I'm still here, folks. I think somebody must be yeah. There wasn't no there wasn't no Duck Dynasty in '82. There was ZZ Top. Dennis Upton, can't tell you much about his career either. Obviously, probably not too much a career since he's in there with Jimmy Hart. It's supposed to be Sweet Brown Sugar. Of course, Sweet Brown Sugar was Coco Ware. You sure that's not George Goulas? Just kidding. Giant Baba. Oh, he's not Japanese. And he just looks 7 foot because he's in there with Jimmy Hart. Oh, went for that big leg drop. Hart taking powder. God dang. If anything, Jimmy could freaking run, couldn't he? And Calhoun already took a bump already. Billy Gibbons coming off the top rope. Excuse me, I take that back. That was Dusty Hill. Dusty Hill was the shorter one. Well, if the referee didn't see it, then it didn't happen. Gotta love that music. Classic music. That's why Memphis was my favorite federation for this week. Yeah, we talked about that last week. It's kind of hard to pinpoint His favorite all time. There's Steve Kern, the other half of the fabulous ones. That, of course, him and Stan Lane was a. There we go. We got some fire there. See, that's what you need. All you need is a chain. I don't know why that was always my at least one of my favorite I guess gimmicks, whatever. Up there's Stan Lane. Stan, what are you doing? Oh, he wasn't the they weren't the fabulous ones yet. Just pandemonium. But the whole fire throwing thing, I always thought that was the coolest shit. It was like that and the mist. The mist were like two of the coolest. I believe he said that's Ricky and Robert Gibson. Now I, I don't think that's the Scott Irwin Super Destroyer. I could be wrong. You know what? I don't know. Now that might be Bill Dromo. Dromo. Kind of doing my research here, but I don't think that's Scott Irwin. Oh, the little Aussie coming back. He kicked him in the Jimmy. He kicked him in the Webos. But Jerry Calhoun did not see it. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not buffering again. Am I buffering again? Okay, good. I won't. I won't try to look anything up. Hey, you didn't see him hand him an object, Calhoun? Dang. Okay, I do believe it. Just kind of look at the picture. I can't really see the Wikipedia. There's no Wikipedia. But yet, just kind of eyeing the picture just a second ago. That might be Bill Dromo. And the only thing I see from Bill Dromo is like, um, and Bill Dundee. He survived the 5 minutes. Ah, see, that would be an interesting match back in the day. Ricky and Robert Gensen versus Dennis Condrey, or one of the or two or three of the Midnight Express. Did did not probably didn't think they'd be locked in the hip for many years. All right, not sure about David Price, but Roy Rogers there. Um, he would go on to be Johnny Rich, the cousin of Tommy Rich. Let's see. If that's easy top, that has to be must be Dusty Hill in there going against or Roy Rogers at this point. And yes, I think I did read somewhere. I know I asked this weeks ago, months ago, probably months, if Johnny and Tommy were really cousins. But I think I did read somewhere that yes, Tommy and Johnny are really cousins, but Davy Rich wasn't a cousin, or Davy Haskins. And Dusty Hill just tagged in Billy Gibbons. Yeah, it looks like the Assassins are giving this young team of Price and Rogers a lot in this match, a lot of shine in this match. And here comes Johnny Rich. Get fired up. Okay, never mind. He wasn't. He didn't call himself Wildfire. Well, it was Johnny Crash Rich. Let's see, this is 82, so I know in 83 he was in Southeastern, the Pensacola territory. I think, yeah, 83 or late 83, 84, something like that. He was teaming with uh, Scott and Steve Armstrong as the Rat Patrol. Coco Samoa, I think, was the original member. I guess he went back to Portland or whatever, or went to Memphis. That did not look like it felt good at all. Yeah, I think that the guy in the opening match, he's probably somebody probably smeared his face on a TV screen and saying, "Look, this is what happens." And God dang that Jimmy Hart trip. It's like, see this? You sell a little bit, we'll give you a little bit. And I don't know. That one guy looks more like Killer Tim Brooks. If he had a brother, that the one guy looks more like Killer Tim, or it could be Tim Brooks' brother. Old king. Yep, old kingfish, or a little bit younger kingfish. Now, I'm not quite positive, but I think that is Ken Winnie. I don't know what they call him. I think later on they just call them both the Nightmares, Nightmare One, Nightmare Two. But I think that's actually Ken Winnie and Danny Davis. Ken, I believe that's Ken Wayne right there with the long hair sticking out in the back. And oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, the Bill Dundee's partner is Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker. Because I'm not sure why his own. I guess they're more kid friendly on his podcast. I mean, I don't know why he don't introduce himself as, "Hey, I'm Dirty Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker." And even that little English guy that don't announce his name right. I'm here with Dutch Mantel. It's like, dude, it's Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker. So next week you go, ah, we won't have X Dutch anything for my co-host, Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker. And so you gotta, you gotta. It's kind of cool watching this old stuff. Just watching the referees. You know, see how Jerry Calhoun. Bill had that fist up. And he's like, no, open that fist up. When he's you know when one wrestler kicked the other one, he's like, hey, it was a cloud of foot. And nowadays, I think referees are just there to count to three. I mean, I could be wrong, but that could be Ken Wainwright. I could, like I said, I could be wrong. Now, I think the Nightmares at one time was, um, uh, Ted Allen. My bad. I knew it was Ted something. I couldn't remember at the time, but I think at one time it was uh, Danny Davis and Ted Allen. I think. See, that's all you needed for a TV. Little miscue, and I think also Ken Wayne and Danny Davis. I think before they would call the Nightmares, call themselves the Galaxians as well. I know when they, I know they had a couple matches in WCW, and they wrestled as the Galaxians. Well, so yeah, you got to see some people that don't really can't really sit there and say I know what happened in their careers later on. You know, like the Cuban and the Iranian assassin. Uh, Kind of confused there about the Super Story. I think that was Bill Dromo because he was wrestling a little bit at that time, already about to retire. I know he was like a bigger name in Georgia, but uh, at that time in his career, he was kind of getting up there in age. So sometimes that's what they would do. They would put a hood on and wrestle with somebody else, or get good little gimmick name, but um, how about now, brown cow? See, the one thing I don't like about this one, it don't have a little thing. Uh, like little. I guess I could. No, that don't help. But yeah, don't give me like a little gauge of how my what my sound is doing or anything like that. I'll have to look at it a little bit. Um, but can you hear me now? Okay. Um, yeah, I got a little bit of a delay. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people recognize. Well, we've got Steve Curran, Stan Lane, Jimmy Hart, of course. All three members of the Midnight Express, Randy Rhodes, Dennis Condrey, and Norville Lawson. Norville Lawson would go on to team with Coco Beware, the PYTs, and um, I think let's see, 82, so 84. Yeah, about 2 years from this time. Dennis Condrey will be teaming with Bobby Eaton, and they be in um, they'll be in Mid South with Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, Rock and Roll Express. And I think Ricky and Robert started teaming what midway or uh, 83, I guess. Um, then you also have Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler. Let's not forget you had Dutch Mantel, that motherfucker. See, I gotta make it a point to at least talk about Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker. Uh, just so I can properly announce his name as Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker on all my live streams. Maybe that should be a trivia question. What is Dutch Mantel's? How do you how do you how do you announce Dutch Mantel's name properly? Bet you nobody get the answer right. They just don't know. Suckers need to know. Um, but who else did we see was Roy Rogers, who became Johnny Rich. And like I said, I think I did a lot of bushy hair guys with a mask, guy with lots of hair. Yeah, when they were younger, they were none of these people were losing their hair yet. Um, I don't know, kind of like one of the either the Cuban or the Iranian assassin. A little bit of thinning, but still had a little bit of flowing locks. But yeah, pretty good episode. And of course, like I said, Stanley and Steve Kern wound up becoming the fabulous ones. But I guess uh, was it 82 or I guess the later part of 82s when they they disappeared for a little bit, of course, so they can get repackaged. So it wasn't like they were not familiar with it. The Memphis fans was not familiar with them. It's just when they got together, they became pretty freaking popular. They did the music videos with them, and yes, they just those videos just don't look right. Not long, bushy hair. Yeah. Well, you had Bill Dundee with his bushy hair. You had Johnny Rich and his partner with bushy hair. That's a style back then, though. Bushy hair. Even in women. I think some of the women in A2 have bushy hair. Take that as you will. Not gonna not gonna divulge any more about that. And of course, I was, let's see, 82. I was only 6. What do I know what women had? It's just, a couple years, or about 3 years out of the 70s. Anyway, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night here soon. Getting hungry. Gonna fix me some spaghetti. Like I said, I'll definitely share this one. Yeah, I said it was like 3 years past the 70s. So you had some of the 70s styles that some of it was still vogue a little bit, and some of it wasn't. Depends on where you are. But like I said, gonna call it a night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This little train wreck episode. Hopefully, I figured this little program out. Hopefully, might play with it a little bit this weekend. I actually got a few days off this week. Hopefully, still knock on wood. Hopefully, I don't get a call Monday or Sunday. Say I need to work Monday and Tuesday. But play around with this thing a little bit. See if I can get it working right. Yes, looking forward to the World's End as well. Like I said, a little hungry now. Uh, so I'm gonna fix me something to eat and hit the bed. It's been kind of a long day too because I had a work day. I had to drive up to North or South Carolina and drive back. So a little weary of that. And of course, wasn't a good start to the program tonight. So uh, hopefully next time I get this on, hopefully I can multi-stream YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully it works out better next time. If not, back to the little drawing board, I guess. Anyway, like I said, hopefully everybody had a. Oh, let me just end it. Everybody take it easy. Have a good one. And until next time.
State of Georgia.
Thank you for checking out our P2 Vision.